All right. Let's change the scene. How's it going, everybody? This is a first for me doing this kind of thing right now. Never really done a watch party before, so watch party before, so it's gonna be like a new experience for me right now, and I'm like kind of nervous about it, but how's it going, everybody? I'm glad to see that there's already some people here. Um, See that some have already seen the episode. Yes, I do know that the episode does release kind of earlier in Japan. There's like when the translations for the episode comes out an hour later, and that's what I'm kind of waiting on, for the translated episode to come out. Usually, typically the episode, like I said, comes out an hour before. I believe like 5:30 p.m. over there, and then an hour later drops the translation drops online for the rest of us. So we're gonna wait like probably a good 8 minutes until the episode officially drops, and just gonna build up to that. But I'm glad some of you have already seen it, and I'm glad some of you are here for the watch party again. Uh, just trying to watch the thing again. So that's very exciting. Uh, yeah, I just have no patience. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I would have done it too, but I kind of like to understand what they're saying, even though I already know what's going on because I read the manga. But I like to, see how they go about it, because they do different transcripts and stuff like that, and do change up the dialogue just a little bit. But I'm not a freaking My Hero Academia encyclopedia. Of course, when I do my anime versus manga videos, I go back and look at the dialogue and see the differences when I read the manga again. If you see like weird lights in the background, my son is in the other room sleeping, so of course I'm not gonna try and talk too loud. I might get very hyped because this is a Mirko centric episode for the most part, and this episode I believe is gonna be called Mirko the Number Five Hero, which is going to be very crazy. And of course, this episode will be adapting uh, some more chapters from volume 27. And of course, I believe this is going to be a 3 chapter episode. It's going to adapt 3 chapters, that being chapter 261 and to chapter 263. And then the next episode would pick up on chapter 264. And the only reason why I say that is because in the preview for last week, we got to see a Kaminari shot in there, and that Kaminari shot takes place in the chapter 263. So it's going to be very interesting to see that this is going to be a 3 chapter episode. They could just do something along the lines where it is just 2 chapters, and they take that end part from a different chapter and sort of kind of like switch it up a little bit. But I highly doubt it. I believe this is going to be adapting 3 whole chapters, but we'll just have to wait and see when we watch the episode. I fumbled the bag right there. Of course, if you do see like a little mini demon in the background walking, that's probably gonna be my son if he wakes up. So just like a little warning when that happens. Uh, but yeah, for the watch party, it's going to basically be just showing myself the whole time, because of course I'm not going to show the actual episode on stream unless I want the stream to get taken down, which that's not what we want here. And of course I'm going to be throwing up a poll later on during the episode, after the episode ends, and then we're going to be talking about it, giving my review, my thoughts after we watch the episode together. So it's going to be pretty fun, I think so. There is going to be a timer. I finally got that set up, but I kind of don't like the way it's set up, but I'm going to use it for this stream, and probably use a stopwatch from Google next stream. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. Just because the only reason why I don't like it is because it starts at number 2 for some reason, and I don't know how to change that. Like, it just shows up on the stream as on the second, I guess. But it's whatever. But yeah, I'm very pumped for this episode. I have a lot of anxiety right now, just because there's a lot of things that could happen in this house that could ruin the stream. I don't want it to be ruined. I want everybody to have an enjoyable experience, and I just want to have fun with you guys. So, but that's pretty much all my worries. I can't wait to see this episode with everybody. I've been dying to do this since the last episode, but I folded the bag in a sense, because I thought that the episodes were going to come out on Sunday and not on Saturday. But we got this situated. Right now it's currently 5:26 a.m. So 4 more minutes remaining until the episode officially drops. Of course, I'll let everybody know when we're going to start watching the episode, and I'm going to make sure that everybody's ready so that way we can kind of like synchronize in that way. So yeah, I'm super pumped. Let me read some of the chat. Also, in new scenes, we have no way of knowing what they're saying without subs unless you already know Japanese. Yeah, I wish I knew Japanese, and it's kind of weird because as an anime watcher, a person who watches anime a lot, I'm always hearing what the Japanese words coming out of the characters' mouths, and I'm reading the subtitles, and it's like my brain has still yet to sort of put one and one together and stuff like that. But I guess that's like a skill issue for me, of course. But I do know a little bit of Japanese, but not like awesome. Like I can't form a sentence or anything. Just like small words, kind of like weeb words. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Um, so how is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a good time. I know it's freaking early as hell. Uh, like I said, it's freaking 5:28 right now in the morning, and I know in different parts, depending on where you're at, it's probably like 2:30 a.m. or around about to be 2:30 a.m. Probably about to be 4:30 a.m. So yeah, hope everybody's having a decent morning or late night. Yeah, we're about to see. Episode's gonna be dropping very, very soon. I'm super pumped for this, honestly. Can't wait. Waiting for that Mirko action. I'm waiting for the moment where those thighs, where I get to see those thighs, and me wishing it was me instead. For you manga readers, you know what I'm talking about. You know. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm just constantly refreshing this page. Crunchyroll, please bless up with the episode. Whew. But yeah, I see some lurkers out there. We got 18 watching right now, which is great. That's actually a lot for me. And I see some lurkers out there. I just can't wait for when we reading some chat right now. I just can't wait for when we get to the Shigaraki stuff this season, which I think will be episode 5 to 6, probably, depending on how much they want to adapt per episode. Ooh, 5:29 right now. 1 more minute. Chaos. What time is the new episode dropping? It's dropping in literally like a minute, like 1 minute from now. Constantly refreshing, checking the time, seeing what's going on. I'm pumped. I'm sweating bullets a little bit. It's 5:30. Crunchyroll. Don't do me dirty right now. Constant refresh. Constant refresh. They're probably going to ban my account with how many times I'm refreshing right now. That's insane. It still didn't drop yet? I could be tripping. Now, I could be tripping, right? But this episode should have came out right about now. What's going on here? Rip my F5 button? That's what I'm saying. Like, what is going on? There's actually been an image from an ad revealed with some shots from future episodes, actually. So I have a strong idea of when Shigaraki awakens. Ooh, that sounds very interesting. I haven't seen any ads. I like waiting for the episodes to kind of come out. That's just me though. I get the excitement behind My Hero and stuff like that. Trust me, super excited myself. But what is with this episode? It's not there. It's not there. Watch it be like 7 in the morning. Bro, if it's gonna be 7 in the morning, I'm gonna cry. Then I'll have to restart the stream later. Don't play me, Crunchyroll. I'm literally about to make a new tab. Pull that shit up. Go to Crunchyroll. Did anybody else get the episode yet? Got the new episodes. You're Funimation still got that thing going on? They still have episodes coming out on Funimation's website? I thought like after the merger that happened, like everything just went to Crunchyroll. That's interesting actually. Super interesting. Please do not tell me I got the time wrong. I would commit seppuku. But not really. Chill, guys. This episode is just like not dropping. Funimation is releasing season 6. It just takes longer than Crunchyroll. Probably because of the merger now that I think about it. Yeah, probably. I didn't even know Funimation still drops stuff on their website. I'm going to be sick if this is like going to be dropping a couple hours later. It's 5:33 p.m. for me. You're a savage. New episode has arrived? You're joking. Don't play with me like that, Frank. Unless you meant to put a question mark in there for at the end of that. I don't see it yet. Oof. That's what I'm saying, guys. What is going on here? Did I get the time wrong? Ooh, this is already looking like an L stream. There's no shot, right? I will literally play a game for like 2 hours on stream until this episode drops. That's how dedicated I am. It's out. It took like 3 minutes. I don't know why, but it's out. Is everybody ready for this? Is everybody ready to watch this episode together? I'm going to remain silent for the most part, and all that stuff, but I am ready for this episode. Let's get into it. I'm gonna start the timer right now, and then hit play. Thank you guys for telling me it's out. Let's get into it. Ready. Oh my goodness, I love like the beginning part of it. This is just like the beginning part, so I think it's okay to talk here. Don't worry, I'm not gonna talk throughout the whole entire episode or anything like that. But I love the little beginning part. The music. It's so like getting ready for it. Hawksu. Hawksu. Yo. I love Hawks. No, I'm not playing the episode on stream. I don't want any copyright issues or anything like that. That's not how this watch party is gonna work. We we watch it together at the same time. You watch it on your screen, and I watch it on my screen. Sorry if I didn't make that clear before, but yeah. Yeah, I gotta abide by YouTube's rules. So, oh, get in there. They're showing some of last episode right now. Ooh, that animation is still badass. We're getting into it. Ooh, okay. Now they started the opening. They showed a little bit more, but they started the opening. I love this opening. Let's go. I'm pumped. Mobile users. I know. Fat L for the mobile users, but I understand that that's gonna be an issue. But of course, if you need to watch the episode first, then come back to the stream if you feel like it, because we will be doing a little review and stuff like that. So, giving my thoughts. Ooh, I love this opening. Yeah, Johnny's death was really dramatic, but I like it. I like it. Yeah. Also, you gotta love how the opening basically spoils almost everything. Oh. That's new. Ooh, crust. Ooh. Fire. Ooh. Halftime. The episode already started. Oh snap! Mm. Okay. Ooh, that was clean. Mmm. Okay. That was dope. Ooh. All right. That was a really good episode. It was really good. Let me see what's going on. All right. So after that is just a preview for the next episode. And that was a really good episode. Let me stop the timer right here. That was really good. That was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it a lot. Like I really like the whole Mirko versus the high end no move stuff that was going down. Um, I've seen like some of you, it's all right. Some of you are waiting for it to hop on Go Go Anime and stuff like that. I don't know when it'll hop on, like when the episode will go live there, but whenever, right? I remember back in the day, I would wait like hours for an episode to show up on like one of those websites. So, yeah, but besides that, this episode was really good. I enjoyed it. Now, I will say I was kind of expecting a lot more flashier animation for Mirko versus the Nomu. And I'm not saying that it was bad or anything like that. I was actually expecting something a lot more, but it was still good. It was still really, really good. And I'm kind of glad we got to see it, bro. I wish I was the one that got his legs, got got their head wrapped around Mirko's legs. Yeah, you already know what time it is. On freaking demon time right now. But it was really cool. I like a bunch of the new added scenes because even though like I didn't go too crazy into like reading ahead because typically I don't want to freaking like burn myself out too quickly when it comes to like doing the anime versus manga videos. But you know, I definitely know that there were a lot of scenes in there that were added on, like Endeavor asking Aizawa to become his sidekick. That was definitely not a scene that was in the manga. I'm pretty sure that that's 100% something that was added in for the anime, and I thought that was really cool banter between them, or like just a conversation between them. I thought that was really really cool just to see those two characters interact with each other, because they, other than like this war and the war that comes after, uh, later down in the manga, right, they don't really interact with each other that much. So it was definitely really cool to see uh, this added anime only scene of Endeavor and Aizawa like talking to each other. I did get a little bit disappointed at the fact that that one moment when they're all like fighting the Nomu in the hospital, it was like it was relegated, or it was just like a still shot, right? It was just a still shot where you see Rock Lock in that one pose. It's basically a one for one image of that the one panel in the manga, where it's basically the same thing. It's one for one, 100%, and that's cool. But I was definitely expecting to see like it get animated more. You know what I'm saying? It was just a still image, and then we moved on to like something after that. And I believe that what came directly after that was the Endeavor and Aizawa scene. But still, very cool. I did enjoy it. I did like I said, I liked a lot of the new added scenes. I'm pretty sure Deku and Bakugo and them was a little bit of an added scene as well, because I'm positive, I could be wrong, that that was not in there. Like it just went straight into the action in the manga. But still, it was cool to see them show up. Of course, we have to remember that this is Deku's story, so obviously he's going to pop up within the episode at some moment. And me personally, I don't think he needed to be in the episode, because I think that is 100% an added in scene. I could check real quick, but I'm more than positive that's an added in scene. But regardless, it was still cool to see a lot of these characters show up, and I do believe the episode did do these chapters justice in many ways. I thought the Mirko versus the Nomu scene was awesome. Like I said, I was expecting a little bit more, but you know it be like that sometimes, right? You can't get everything you want. Of course, I think they are saving like the top tier, the best sort of animation for when Shigaraki um, makes his appearance, and when, of course, De- Deku and Shigaraki finally duke it out. That's not really spoilers for those who are anime onlys. Uh, we all know that's that they're going to fight each other. That's basically what the whole promotion for this season is all about, is that they're going to fight. So like I said, that's nothing spoilery. I'm not going to spoil anything ahead. Yes, I do read the manga, but I try my very, very best to not, leak spoilers for those who are anime onlys. Still, the Kaminari stuff I thought was really cool. I thought it was well done as well. It's one of those things that I wasn't expecting for it to get some decent animation, but it did get, some pretty decent animation for what it was, right? I liked the way Cementos pulled up. Another thing I liked in that section of the episode, when it's all about like Kaminari and the villa, I think it's the advance guard showing up to the villa and doing their surprise attack, is Skeptic. Skeptic gets a bunch of added in scenes, mostly when we see that he hears about the conversation between Bubaigawa, aka Twice, and Hawks, when Hawks basically, well, not Hawks, when Twice spills the beans on where Shigaraki was at. We got to see that he was actually listening into it, and of course, we knew that he was listening into it, but that's something that we don't see in the manga. We don't see him sitting behind a desk listening in and then keeping his eye on him, and we don't really get to see a lot of that. Instead, he just like is freaking out. He's like, bro, like I can't. It was because of twice, and we don't really see how he saw things at that moment. So I thought that was definitely really cool to see. This episode was really good. I'm very excited. The next episode, I believe, is titled "One's Justice." I just like zoomed in ahead. Not zoomed in. I sped up to see what the next episode was called. It's definitely called "One's Justice." For those of you who don't know, that does share the title, I believe, of chapter 264, where it's also called "One's Justice." That's supposed to be a reference to the video game, because at the time, I believe "One's Justice 2" was dropping, and Horikoshi decided to name the chapter "One's Justice" as like is this sort of reference to not only what was going on in the war, but also what was going on in the real world, with My Hero Academia getting its second game dropping. So definitely cool that they're using that as the title for the next episode. And I just wanted to throw that little fun fact out there, that actual episode and chapter was named after the video game, which is cool. I think it's very cool. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode. I'm probably gonna run a quick poll, see what you guys thought of the episode, because did you like the episode? Run a quick poll to see what was everybody, thought about the episode. I definitely would love to hear from everybody who's just lurking or just waiting to type into the chat and stuff like that. But yeah, it was very good. I'm super pumped. I am going to be working, like, after the stream. Of course, I'm going to take the fattest sleep of my life, just because I stood up until this very moment to start the watch party, which I enjoyed it. I loved doing this watch party, even though it was, like, for the most part, just like 20 minutes of me just sitting here silent, with like me laughing, chuckling, and then going ape shit when stuff was going on. But it was still fun to see that there was plenty of you guys also watching along with me, also typing, seeing what was going on and stuff like that. It was definitely an experience, and I can't wait for next week to do it again. Now, like I said, I'm going to be taking the fattest sleep of my life after this stream. I do want to like talk with you guys a little bit more, if you guys are even there. See what the heck is going on with all of that. My lurkers, let's get into it. Let's talk about this. This was great. But yeah, what's going on right there? But yeah, and then as soon as I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to be going straight into the anime versus manga grind. I already pointed out some of the new things that already came out. Of course, another new thing that was in there was the police headquarters, police HQ. That I've already pointed out in the last anime versus manga video. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need to point it out again. I'll probably just do like a quick 1 second, like, oh yeah, the police HQ makes a comeback again. And I do like that the added scenes, like, just talking more about the episode itself, I do like that the added scenes sort of like bridge things a lot better, because in the manga, right, it kind of felt like sometimes it was everywhere. Not everywhere, but like maybe it was a little bit hard for some people to follow. And I definitely understand that, because even in the manga itself, Horikoshi like issued an apology in like between the chapters in one of the extra pages, where he's like, oh, I'm sorry if this was a little bit difficult to follow, but we are going to the villa next. And that's kind of like what happened in the episode itself, like right at the end of Mirko, well, not at the end of her fight, because there's still going to be more Mirko and the High-End Nomu in a future episode, or even in the next episode, right, where we're going to see more of that. And we see that like during the episode they go to the villa, but in the manga he does issue an apology. He's like, hey, we're going to the villa. We're going to be flip-flopping back and forth, because these two things are happening simultaneously, and we have to see them both kind of going on. And I like the way Horikoshi does it, where it's he stops at one spot very good. Like like I that didn't make sense, but like you see when Mirko was done and she was smiling and she was like, oh, you know, I die when I want to die and stuff like that, because I live life to the fullest and stuff, so I don't regret anything when I do die. That was a good spot to like really just transition over to the villa and that raid team. So, you know, I like when Horikoshi does nice clean transitions like that, and it's very you know, it's very that's what I like about him is I think it's like very masterful, like when it comes to his writing. Some may disagree and say like, hey, sometimes he's a little bit confusing, or sometimes the writing is just plain bad, and that of course is your opinion on what's going on, depending on if we're talking about the recent chapters or and stuff like that. Again, I think Horikoshi does know what he's doing when it comes to a lot of it, but that is just my opinion. um, Going to the poll, did you like the episode? Right now we have a 80% yes to a 20% no, which is a lot. It's a lot. That's interesting. Definitely would like to know the reason why one of you said no, or some of you said no, but still very, very interesting to see that some people didn't like the episode, which is definitely understandable. Again, personally, I did kind of thought that the Mirko fight was going to be a lot more than it was, like a lot more, you know, heavily animated than it was. And I'm not saying it wasn't. It did get a good amount of animation in it. I did like the way Mirko looked in this one moment where it looked like she got some god tier animation for like literally a second, and then she smashes the Nomu's head into the ground. That I thought was freaking awesome. That was awesome. That's what I was expecting for this Mirko versus Nomu fight, and we did get a lot of good animation from it. But I definitely was expecting a little bit more from there, and that, to me, I wasn't disappointed either. Like I said, I was just expecting a little bit more, but it definitely didn't come as a disappointment. Uh, just in case somebody thinks like, you know, I think the episode was disappointing in that way, but no, I don't think so. I know the animators are working very hard to give us some good to decent to really amazing animation. So like I said, still right now, this is a lot better than what we got in the second half of season 5. The second half of season 5 was atrocious when it came to animations. Like, I remember freaking Shigaraki was looking like barely drawn out when he was fighting what's his name, Redestro, and that was kind of disappointing in a way. I still thought it was cool just because there was a lot of cool things going on in there, and especially when it came animation wise. But still, this episode is still outshining, or these episodes still have been outshining, for the most part, the second half of season 5. And that's personally what I think. See, somebody in the chat said something. TJ, bro, this episode was another banger for me. Reminds me of when each chapter of the war arc would come out, and how much of a banger it was. Definitely, the episode was really good. Not saying it was bad or anything like that. Just maybe some of my expectations weren't met, but at the same time, still really good episode. I loved I loved every single Mirko scene. I do think there might have been one like piece of dialogue or change or removal, but again, I'm not really reading or doing the side by side comparison right now, saving that for later. But you know, I still really enjoyed every single aspect of the episode. Everything was enjoyable. Animation was good. And during the Mirko spot is really when it shined. Very good. I did want to talk about this because I remember in the episode I was kind of like laughing about it, but they kind of I think they toned down Mocha's death like really like a lot. Like I specifically remember, and good thing I have the manga right here right next to me. I specifically remember Mocha getting like just obliterated. Was she not? Yeah, cause yeah, dude, she gets like obliterated. All right, I'm gonna try and see if I can like show it right. But she, right here. She kicks Mocha, and Mocha's like head breaks off right there. Like it's shown in there. So like they definitely toned down Mocha's death a lot because in the chapter her head it kind of explodes. Like when Mirko completely obliterates her with that one kick, her head basically explodes. And in the anime it was toned down a lot because she just made an indent on Mocha's head, which of course is going to kill the creature like the Nomu, but it still was a lot more graphic in the manga version compared to the anime. The anime was very toned down when it came to Mocha's death, but was insanely graphic and detailed when it came to Johnny's death. It was even a lot more dramatic as well. And though we still got the scene of Mocha and Johnny both flying into the sky with their little angel wings and halos and stuff like that, that still was hilarious to me, if I'm going to be completely honest. But like, it's definitely still toned down a lot. TJ, the next episode, I'm not ready. TJ, oh really? Didn't know they toned it down. Yeah, they definitely toned down Mocha's death a lot. I'm gonna take this thing off my head just because it's killing me right now. See, I was so prepared for this episode. I even got my villain shirt, my League of Villain shirt on, bro. Yeah. So definitely there was a lot of like very noticeable things, especially for me. Like Mocha's death was very noticeable just because I had recently gone through that chapter not too long ago, just because out of pure excitement for the episode and even just the anime and the season in general. I was very excited. Oh, we're getting more percentages in the poll. It went to 85% out of 15%. Earlier I did see it get dropped down to 71, but I'm surprised it really bounced back. Looks like the margins is really different. Like a lot of people seem to be enjoying this, and I do believe this is going to scale like to an overall opinion of the episode when it comes to a lot of like the other fans who watch the series as well. Seems like a lot of people are going to end up enjoying this episode. But yeah, very fun. No really like complaints on my end specifically. I know probably somebody's gonna be out there getting mad about what they saw. Probably their expectations were ruined and stuff like that. Again, I had expectations, but I wasn't disappointed with what I saw. It was actually still good for me. That's still me. Again, we have, I believe TJ said that he freaking loved the episode, or she. I don't want to violate, but they enjoyed the episode, so still very enjoyable for a lot of people. It looks like. Okay, I think I realized that each episode this season takes up 3 chapters. Yeah, the first episode was 3 chapters, took up 3 chapters, and this episode took up 3 chapters for the most part. I believe it might have ended. No, it ends. Oh no, it doesn't. So this, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but Hawks was supposed to show up after the Kaminari part. So, I mean, it's cool. All right, that's good to know. Next time I won't mess it up. But after this, the next page is literally it shows Hawks. Hawks is going to be showing up in the next episode, which I get why you said you weren't ready for it. I'm a little brain dead right now. Like again, it's freaking 6:17 in the morning. I'm dying right now. My brain is fried. But yeah, the chapter was supposed to end with a Hawks cameo, basically. So, but they didn't end it that way, and I believe maybe the beginning of the next episode is going to start with that. I'm not going to get into any spoilers. This is spoilers free. I already know what's going to happen and stuff like that, but I don't want anybody to sort of be like, oh, don't get into something crazy like that. Well, I think I know how the next episode is gonna end. Yeah, it's gonna be insane. Let's not go too into the next episode just yet. We're still talking about the first, but yeah, a big I guess you could say a big difference would be that it didn't completely adapt chapter 263. Well, even you could say like, well, it did because there's only one page or 2 pages missing from the episode's adaptation of chapter 263, but still there, that is a pretty big moment in the manga. So I do think that the next episode is going to either pick up on that or is going to go straight into something else, and then maybe towards the midway point of the episode is going to go to the Hawk stuff and Twice stuff. But that's how I think it's going to be. Again, episode was great. I think I'm going to end the stream now. Definitely had a blast watching the episode. Definitely had a blast talking with everybody before the episode and after the episode and stuff like that. It's cool to see that a lot of people have enjoyed the episode a lot. like I'm very happy with this. I'm glad that for a lot of people, My Hero Academia has been Bones, not My Hero Academia, My Hero Academia been fire, but Bones has been stepping up, and a lot of people are realizing that and seeing that Bones has took the criticism from season 5 very seriously and is taking season 6 even more seriously, especially with the animation and stuff going on right now. Again, I do think there is going to be a movie announced sometime in the future, but who knows? Honestly, who knows? Still, I'm glad that a lot of people are enjoying the episode, enjoying the season. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the episode in general. I will get working straight ahead. As soon as I wake up from this nap, I'm going to get working straight onto the AVM episode, the anime versus manga episode breakdown for season 6, episode 2 of My Hero Academia. So be on the lookout for that. Should be out in probably maybe 2-3 days max. Remember last year I was dropping them sometimes on Monday, but mostly on Tuesday and on the occasional Wednesday, just in case like it really took me long to really get things done. But that's about it. Given all the chapters I counted, we might get 12 episodes of this arc. Yeah, if that's the case, I would be disappointed that would be what happens. Just because I feel like the war arc should just be its own season of just a bunch of stuff going down. And then we could save all the other stuff for later, right? For like a season 7, and then the final season would be season 8. That's how I thought things would go down, but it looks like if every chapter is going to be every episode is going to be containing like 3 to 4 chapters within it, the war arc is definitely going to be done within like a good like 12 episodes and something like that. And the other half will be, I'm not going to say it, but the other half will be the next arc, and then the next season will probably be the final season. Right? So we probably have like a good 2 more years until we get the final season of My Hero Academia, if that's going to be the case. Again, I'm banking that they will do these birds are already chirping. But I'm banking that maybe My Hero Academia, like the anime, will end in season 8, which is what I'm hoping for. Like I want more content for My Hero Academia in a sense, like I want to enjoy it longer. But who knows, if that happens, we might see My Hero Academia ending next season, which is going to be crazy, season 7. But who knows, still got a lot to wait on, a lot to freaking like think about and stuff like that. And even My Hero Academia in the manga still hasn't ended yet, and that's supposed to end this year. It's supposed to end this year, which the year is almost up. 2 more months of this. Horikoshi, need that extension. Need that extension, especially where we're at in the manga. Need that extension. As long as the animation doesn't dip and this season is accurate enough to the manga, I'll be satisfied. Yeah, me too. I think as long as the animation is as good as it is now and gets better for the next season as well, or even just gets better in the second half of this season, I think everything will be fine. I think everything will be fine. I also predicted that season 7 will be the last season. Yeah, that's if this season is has more than just the war arc, right? If it contains like the stuff after the war arc, or like some stuff after the war arc, then yeah, definitely season 7 is most likely going to be the last season of My Hero Academia. Well, by the way, I think I heard that Horikoshi is extending the manga because there's a lot more he has to do. If that's true, because I hate Twitter and I know that they give good information sometimes, but I just hate it. If that's true, then which it should be, just because My Hero Academia, right where it's at right now in the manga, it needs an extension because we were told plenty of times throughout the year that My Hero Academia is ending this year. It's gonna end at the end of this year, and where we're at right now, I can't see it ending like in 2 months. There's no way, right? There's no way. Nobody in their right mind sees this ending in like 8 chapters. Like, well, not 8 chapters, but you know what I mean. Like 12 chapters from now, right? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to end like that. I think that there's still a lot more stuff that needs to be told for the ending, because there's a lot of fights that we still haven't seen yet in the war arc, especially with like some people coming back and stuff like that. Again, I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but yeah, definitely needs to be extended. But yeah, I'm going to stop the stream now before I actually fall asleep on the stream. I'm tired. Thank you all to those who have stopped by. There's still a bunch of other fights. Yeah, definitely. There's still. Thank you all to everyone who stopped by, bro. I'm tired. Can't even talk. And this was fun. Definitely enjoyed talking to everyone who decided to comment and stuff like that. I believe somebody said that they wanted to see my Dobby figure in the background, which is my Funko Pop. If you're still there, this is him. It's a New York Comic Con exclusive thing. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. I love you all. Appreciate all the love and support you guys give me on a daily basis, on every video, and I can't wait for the next watch party, and I can't wait to drop the next anime versus manga video for everyone, so that way we get the good breakdown, we get the good comparisons going on and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely we'll be seeing you guys in the next anime versus manga video, and stay plus ultra. Bye. See you guys in the next one. Peace.